Hi, my name is Tyler McGarity, and I am the Technical Account Manager for Geospatial Experts. Today's quick tutorial video is going to be about setting up your cloud options in either the iOS or Android version of the app. On my screen here you can see the Android on the left, the iOS version on the right. Both are fairly similar once you get into the menus, but accessing the menu can be a little different. On the iOS side, if you click on the settings button, then you can go into your cloud settings, and that's where we're going to be working today. On the Android side, you can swipe in from the right and then go to settings and then go to cloud. That's going to take you to the same place. Pretty much identical screens here. You'll notice down here the form sync path and form sync and setting sync path. Those will not appear unless you're an enterprise customer. Those are for allowing enterprise customers to sync the same settings files to a multitude of devices, or sync the same forms to a multitude of devices so that they have standardization. But everybody will have what's up at the top. Under provider, you can see you'll have Dropbox, which is the default provider. If you go into Dropbox, you'll have the option to link the GeoJot to Dropbox if it's already been part of it. So you'll go in there, you can click link to Dropbox. It'll open up a Dropbox window and tell you, who are you logging in as. In this case, I've already been logged in as Geospatial Experts, so I can just say allow, and it'll now send everything up to Dropbox. Now, where it sends that stuff is the path and subfolder section here. So you can see both sides have that. Where it would end up is if I had both of these synced to the same cloud account. Everything sent from this iOS device would end up in a folder called GeoJot Plus, and just under that folder. Over here, everything would end up in a folder called GeoJot WO, and each different title would have its own subfolder. So any pictures that had the same title would end up in the same subfolder, but if every single one of them had a different title, then they would all end up each in their own folders. I can click on that, and based on the form I have loaded, I can choose to change how that's getting routed. So you can see here, my form fields are size, condition, action required, and comments. I can also choose to sort it by form name or username. So in this case, I could do username. That's my username. So if I was out there in the field and I was taking a bunch of data, everybody in the project would be under the GeoJot WO folder, but we'd each have our own separate username folder underneath that would contain our pictures. This is a good thing to familiarize yourself with, because it's important to be able to kind of route that data a certain way as it comes in so that it all makes sense. Over here on the iOS side, once again, I could pick any field that I have loaded. Maybe on this type I want it to be under condition, so in that case it would be any of the item assets I collected that were in poor condition would be in their own folder, fine condition would be in their own folder, so on and so forth. You'll also have noticed when you go in here, if you're an enterprise customer, you do also have the option to do Google Drive. I can select that, and if I want to log into that, give me an option to do the similar thing, link, and then I'll log in. On the FTP side, same thing. You can put in a server address and the port you want, a username and password, and then test the connection right from here. And once you're logged into your FTP server, it'll send all the data. Now, regardless of whether you're using Google Drive, Dropbox, or FTP, the path and subfolder work the same. So it's going to create a folder, and if you choose a subfolder under that folder for all of your pictures to be routed into. Alright, so that gives you a brief overview of how you can set up the cloud on the Android and iOS devices. If you have any further questions about that, feel free to contact us at Geospatial Experts, and we can guide you through the process. Thank you.